Hey there, everybody. This is Candice, and welcome to our live stream. Before we get started, we do have this lovely little countdown that's going to go on, just so everybody has some time to sit down, get your paper. You're going to need a pen for this one, too. You'll see me taking notes throughout as well, because Eric has got some good little nuggets to give us today. So thank you, Eric, for joining us.
You're welcome.
Do you have anything interesting for lunch?
I haven't had lunch yet, but I don't know yet.
Is there anything on the menu? Like you got some nice leftovers, nice ham
Probably, yeah.
sandwich.
Last night's dinner is my today's lunch. That's usually how it works out.
My
And
favorite
yes,
is,
taco night. That's what it was.
ooh, I love a good taco night.
Yeah, me too.
I usually go for Hot Pocket. That's my nice little go-to little lunch
Been
there.
a really long time since I had a hot pocket.
You should invest because they're nice. 2 minutes, and then you got this pocket full of pizza deliciousness.
Pizza, Philly cheesesteak. There's probably like 100 different kinds.
Yeah, see, but I'm an originalist, or what is it called?
Minimalist.
I'm a minimalist, and so I only do the pepperoni pizza. That's it.
Um, you're
Can't
missing
tempt
out.
me.
Ham and cheese is good. Try that.
I'm missing out. The Philly cheesesteak, that does not sound good. Oh. And I guess our timer is done. All right. Let's dive in there, folks. Hey there, I'm Candice here, and I'm super excited that you guys all decided to tune in. Oh, let me close this window. Because we have a lot of things to talk about. Today, we are talking about how to create the perfect Google My Business listing. And one of the things that I've noticed a lot with just business owners is that they tend to use their GMB listing as a set it and forget it type of thing. But that's all about to change today. But Eric, what do you think are some of the main problems business owners face when it comes to a Google My Business listing?
Well, first off is they a lot of times don't have access to their own Google My Business page. And that's really important just because it's kind of intellectual property that belongs to the business owner. Second biggest issue I'd say is there's not a lot of regular activity on the listings, like signing into it, checking for new information, reviews, posting. Um, it's just kind of created and then it just sits there and is not actually like managed or optimized.
And we are giving you guys the opportunity to change that today because we like you and we want to give you all of the best tips and tricks so that you can be successful. So, Eric, first things first, if somebody's tuning in, they're tuning in with us right now and they want to make a change, they're like, all right, I don't have access to my Google My Business listing. What should be their first step? What should be their
Well,
approach?
first step would be to get access if you don't have it already, and then next is just take a look at your listing often, like weekly even. The more the better though, because there's lots of new features that Google rolls out. There's new sections that you can fill out for your business, new details that they ask about your business. And if they create this new feature and you're not looking at your listing, then that feature is going to remain blank or unused on your listing specifically. And Google doesn't like that. Google likes when you take advantage of their stuff.
Yes. Now, what is an underrated feature that you see on our Google listings that maybe business owners aren't taking full advantage of?
I would probably say the most recent big change is the option to add custom services to your business. Because in the past, the only way you could tell Google and Google's users what your business was or what you do is through their category system. And there's a lot of services out there that there is no corresponding Google category for. So the custom services menu is a new feature they rolled out where you could, rather than pick from a list of categories, a predetermined list, you can put in any service that you offer and list anything that you want. Very effective feature to have your business rank for things that there's no direct Google category for. And it's a huge opportunity to get more traffic, more rankings, using more than just Google's basic business category system.
Now, are there any industries that you run into that typically don't have a Google category, and what should they be putting in this custom field?
I would say the biggest one is if you're a commercial only, you only serve commercial clients. There is no commercial contractor, no commercial electrician, no commercial plumber categories. Um, you're basically putting yourself in competition with every regular residential and commercial plumber and electrician by not using this feature. And that would be a good opportunity to target like industrial, commercial services. You target schools, hospitals, and basically any type of commercial building. There is no Google category for most commercial services. So that's custom services is really the only way on that listing. Maybe your business description that you can tell Google that you offer to commercial clients only.
Hmm. Now, how do you know all of this?
Well, I have been creating and optimizing these listings since 2008. Back then, they were called Google Places. And there's just over the years, the whole platform has changed so much. Features that everything you have available today, almost none of it existed back then. And I'm signing into our listings daily to help our customers rank better in maps. And I'm seeing these changes happen constantly. Something I signed into is I'm seeing a new field added that wasn't there before. It's blank for this client, so I have to add it. And it's just a constant updating that Google is doing with these listings. And I'm in our listings for our clients so often that I'm seeing these probably within a day of them being released. I notice the new feature and make sure that we're on top of it as a company.
Yes, and speaking of us being on top of it as a company, we do have a question. What about with our BizIQ account managers? Do they keep our customers updated on Google's changes? What is that process like?
Yeah. So normally on a campaign progress call, which we do with our clients regularly, we're always sharing like what kind of traffic they're getting on that listing, what type of keyword searches brought up the listings, um, customer actions like how many calls were placed, people requesting directions, referrals to the website. We show that to our clients a lot. And then, of course, if there is a new feature, an update, everyone goes through an initial optimization process where at that time the listing is fully optimized, all features are taken advantage of. But if anything new pops up, our account managers are there to talk with the clients, let them know, hey, there's this field that's showing me red because it's not filled out. What would you like to put here? What year were you founded? What measures are you taking to keep your customers safe from COVID? So those are all things that have come out recently that our account managers are asking our clients about, making sure that we're putting something in those fields.
Hmm. Now, let's talk about the other side of the coin a little bit. Those people who aren't our clients, maybe they're tuning in. Is there anything or red flags that they should be looking for in their own company that maybe they're not doing everything that they say they're doing with their Google listing?
Well, if you're paying a company, an internet marketing company, to manage this listing on your behalf, you should first be able to have access to the listing yourself, either as owner level or manager level. And if you can't, or you're having hurdles trying to get that access, that's kind of a red flag right there that they may not even have access. They may not be filling out the listing or optimizing it well if they're giving you issues, giving you access to your own listing. Um,
Yes.
Yes. Second should be like we're always sending our clients reports. We're talking about the traffic that we're getting, how well it ranks. We have information on all this, recent updates that we've done, posts that we've written. And if you're not hearing from someone at your marketing company regularly about these kind of updates or these kind of performance reports, um, it's very likely that nothing is really happening with that listing. Like they may have access to it, they may have updated it at one point, but if you don't get any kind of updates regularly, then you really want to look into what's been done and what are they doing and what is your investment really going towards.
Ooh, what is your investment really going towards? Let's put that like on a sticker or something.
Yeah, exactly.
But before we head off, let's just recap a little bit. First, make sure that you're signing into that GMB listing. And then your second tip, Eric, you were talking about making sure that you're updating it, that you're signing in regularly. And if there is a new field, that you're filling it out to the fullest, because Google loves when you interact with their products. But before we head off, Eric, give us one final pro tip, please.
Yeah, so when I say sign into your listing regularly, I mean regularly, like multiple times per week. There's some things like even if there's not a new update to the Google My Business platform, you're not limited by how many posts you can do about new products you sell, events that you're having, sales that you're having, special offers that you're running. You can post as often as you want. And honestly, it's the more the better. If there is a business that is engaged with the Google My Business platform, they post often, they respond to reviews promptly, they're always going to look better to Google in Google's eyes than someone who just has a listing and doesn't do anything with it. So this can really, like, just a little bit of time during the week here and there just to check it, do those small things could be the difference between ranking first and 10th position in maps.
Yes. Oh my gosh, you're giving us some good tips today. So even just 5% more effort can be what you need to really increase your rankings there, is what I'm hearing, right, Eric?
Yeah, exactly. It's really not, I mean, responses to reviews, posts, it's just doing it, not really doing it daily, but just as long as you're doing it, you'll always have the edge over your competitors that aren't doing anything with their listings.
That's it, man. You're hitting it on the nail, or nail on the head. But before we take off, if you are loving this live stream, if you're loving our content, I need you to comment "loving it" down below, because it helps the algorithms ensure that we keep giving you awesome content and that you keep seeing it. And who knows, maybe some other people might find us as well. But Eric, I'm going to sign off, I swear. But will you recap for us one more time?
Yeah, just if you have a Google My Business page for your business and you serve clients locally, um, the ranking of that Google My Business page in Maps actually comes up higher than your website search results. So this is something, your Google My Business page, if you serve clients locally, is actually probably needs more attention than your actual website, since Maps rank higher on Google than organic or website search results. So spending so much time on your site, you want to spend as much or maybe even more time on this listing, responding to reviews, posting, making sure that all the information that Google is asking for about your business, that you fill it out and tell them about your business, basically.
And on that, this episode is a wrap, folks. Thank you, Eric, for taking the time out of your schedule to join us and give us all of those good little nuggets.
Yeah, no problem. Happy to help. And thank you for having me.
And thank you to our lovely audience for tuning in as well. And join me next Thursday, because we will be chit-chatting some more. Alrighty, folks. Bye.